So in the last video, I ended up selling the 2024 Grom and the 2018 Grom. With about $6,000 to work with, I was searching for the next project to get closer to my 2024 ZX6R goal. Alrighty people, we have a new update to the shop videos. As you guys remember, we've been trying to work our way to a 24 ZX6R. If anybody knows, this is not a 24 ZX6R. But before we go any further in the video, I just wanted to say that we switched up our audio in the next clip. We're now using this sweet DJI Mic 2 receiver, and then this mic right here. This mic will be wireless, and then basically I have this plugged into my phone. So we should have some super crispy audio from here on out. Oh, that's not good. All right, people, we are back in the garage, and I finally have a new project. This is a 2023 Kawasaki Zx6r KRT edition. I went ahead and scooped this thing up in Alabama. It is a crashed bike, obviously, so it's totaled. The bike is needing a lot of stuff, but mainly cosmetics. I got this bike for an insanely good deal, 1,500 bucks. So basically a full fairing set, headlights, fairing stay. But the plus side is it's got some expensive parts still, like the gauge cluster. Only 2,000 miles on this bike. It came with a spare dirt bike that the guy was just trying to get rid of. Looks like he tore the whole motor apart in those boxes right there. Never got it put back together. So I doubt I'm gonna mess with that, but I'm really stoked to start messing with this thing. I got some questions for you guys. Basically the gas tank's dented. It's just got this dent here, and then there's a dent there. I doubt I can pop that dent out, but I'm thinking with this dent, have you guys ever filled up a gas tank with water and then froze it? Tried to get the dents to pop out that way? So I have the option to do it with that. And then, not sure if it's real or not, but it's a SC Project exhaust. It's got a dent on the front, a dent on the back, and inside it's dented. So I'm thinking about trying to fill this with water and freezing it just for fun. See what happens. Although I see some packing in there, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. The headlights that it came with, they're no longer good. Got the seat. He actually gutted the seat, so there's no foam on this. Luckily I have a spare stock seat. And then you got some miscellaneous plastics, the front brake line or the rear brake line, I'm not sure. Brand new radiator. With all the parts, I'll probably need more money and parts to fix it up. Apparently the forks are pretty new too. Since the whole front end got tweaked, he started to try to rebuild it himself, and then he decided just to sell it when he got a 1,000. Pretty tired now, but today's goal is I obviously have it running now, but basically put all the parts back on that he started to take off. See if we can get a little test ride in on it. Basically naked. 2 hours later. Welcome people, we are here finally at the lot with the $1,500 23 ZX6R. Pretty stoked. Not only am I riding with no cage today, but my buddy Tony Prez is riding with no cage today. So we're risking it all for some progress. But this 23 ZX6R, I got it all pieced back together. I wanted to give you guys a breakdown of what all I had to do to get it back up and running since buying it from the guy up in Alabama. So we're right at 2,000 miles and some change. I put a 6,000 mile gauge cluster on it because that one's messed up and I don't have an actual mount for it. But this is the original exhaust that came with it. I've been swapping between this and my M4. You'll see in different videos. But sounds pretty good, just dented still. I still didn't do the stick the exhaust or the gas tank in the freezer trick to see if it pops out the dents, but I really just don't care because I've been sending this bike. Filmed one of these intro videos before and I guess it was too hot or something and it didn't actually film, so this is like a remake of that. But I'll give you guys an update and basically show you what all I damaged and then get to the videos of me first riding it in the lot. So starting off, we went and destroyed the taillight. And that goes all the way around. Basically the undertail, the taillight, this little top trim piece. Thankfully we didn't touch the seat yet. And then right here, this is probably the most painful part, is breaking this KRT tail fairing right here. Other than that, the bike's been holding up pretty well. I dropped it on this side a couple times, and since we only have frame sliders that have been scraped down and now spun around,
to get the most of the meat left on it. These are Wu-Tech or something like that. They're pretty good. But as a result, it's been landing on this peg and basically scraping this loose. I snapped off the foot peg, not doing stunts, actually just pulling into a parking lot of a public place, and I slid out and crashed. It was really embarrassing and painful. So we did the old Dank special, drilling a hole through it, sticking a bolt in, and then just wrapping it in some tape. And yeah, 1,500 bucks for this bike, but there's a catch. Remember the dirt bike that I got with it for free? Basically listed that on Marketplace for 600 bucks. Someone gave me 500. Bada bing, bada boom, we basically bought this thing for $1,000 plus our gas and a day's time to get to and from Birmingham, Alabama. So other than that, the only other ghetto thing I did was put this piece of cardboard here to hide all the wires from actually touching the fan, because usually there's this little black plastic piece right here that covers everything and keeps the air inside. He didn't give it to me when I bought the bike, so this is just a band-aid for the time being. But yeah, game plan so far, basically just ride this thing until I sell the motor or sell the bike completely. We're just having a little fun on it. I've never done stock bike circles. This is a bone stock bike besides the exhaust pipe and missing fairings. So this would be my first time ever trying to circle wheelie a bone stock motorcycle. No clutch, no gearing, no special brakes, no nothing. This is just a straight out of the dealership bike that's crashed with no plastics, and we're gonna be circle wheeling it today. So wish me luck, and let's see if we can do it. First goal with this thing is to just get some nice, smooth, straight line idle wheelies. And then after we get that figured out, we're gonna just send it probably and start dipping into some circles. Oh yeah, we're in the back, baby. Getting too comfy on this thing, or the old crashable bike. $1,500 Ninja. It does circles. Not the prettiest bike, but over 100 degrees out here, no shade. New handbrake, who this? Brembo is money. Brembo for life. It's decided. I've always ran Magura on this bike. It's the first time bumming the Brembo. Oh, I can't talk, but Brembo for life. I'm in that bag. It's so fun to just ride a bike that you have to be super accurate with. Alright, we're trying to get some good hardy staggered circles on our knee knocker circles. Oh yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, baby. Yeah, I like that. That's how the Brazilians do it. Yeah, I did the first one like 2 times as many rotations, so much crispier. That one's money, bro. It like locks you. We're making some crazy progress, more progress than I could ever imagine. We went from the knee knocker circles to now foot standing on the tail, basically like doing a seat stander type of thingamabob. Still on the foot brake, obviously, but this spot it's a little bit more lanky feeling, but once you're up you're kind of like carving a lot easier. Mother. If I crash it, I want to have it on video. You hear like the crank on this thing when you're no power at all. It just refuses to install sometimes. Shit! This is insane practice for the BMW people. I'm so surprised with myself right now. Oh. Well, the Beamer's got fairings. It's a lot heavier, maybe like less than 100 pounds more. A lot more power, insane amounts of power. But two-wheeled dyno works. I really like their style. I was thinking about sending my ECU to them. They got good reviews and they're also like half price. I'm not really focused on top power, mainly clean, smooth powers, and they promise to deliver that kind of stuff on their website, it seemed. Of course, send Britton the Ninja. I'm hyped though, I'm hyped. This thing's about to fall out.
Not only did we get a chance to ride this bike in the lot for the first and most likely only time, we also got a chance to ride Betty White, and hope you guys enjoyed some of the shredding on her. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. So now we got this bike, we're one step closer to flipping our way to a 24 ZX6R. But I'll wrap this video up, guys, with some more third-person wheelies. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care and have a great week. Ride safe, all that good stuff. And like always, keep it dank. Later.